What is up, everybody? It is Novak, and I am bringing you yet another update to add on to the multitude of updates that are on this channel. I know that there was plenty of them when I was absent for almost a month or something similar to that, and there's probably plenty more that you can find easily. But this is kind of an important one that I wanted to talk to you guys about, pertaining mainly to this channel and the future thereof of me being here. I'll be honest with you, I fucking love doing this. Like, this is probably one of my favorite things to do. I love doing it with friends, especially because I really enjoy hanging out with people and getting dynamics from different people talking. But even then, I love video games. I love recording these things. I don't have the greatest personality in the universe, but, you know, it can develop over time. You know, that's just how it works. But I really wanted to discuss with you guys something very important to me. You guys are extremely important to me for many reasons. First of all, you like my stuff. I mean, if you're subscribed to me and you don't like my stuff, I appreciate the sentiment, but I don't understand why you would, do any of that. But regardless, I really appreciate that anyway. Two, you guys are the reason why I continue to do this. For two reasons. One, because I have a fan base that makes me, quote unquote, fan base. I don't want to demean you guys in any way or make you think that whatever. But you guys are the reason why I keep doing this, because I know that there's someone out there who will watch my videos, because I mean, I have this kind of bad thing where, I make something and if people don't really acknowledge it, I kind of just hate myself for it, and I don't feel like there's a reason to do so. But with you guys being here, it makes me want to continue doing this. But the second reason why you guys are the most important thing, or I lost my numbers at this point, besides the point, the reason that I'm trying to say this is, lately I've been having a huge problem. I've been getting very few hours at work, which, if you don't know, I work in a movie theater. Between summer and December, mainly just Christmas, there's usually like less than 20 hours a week, which I don't know if any of you know this or can say this from experience. 20 hours a week by itself at a lower base pay, we're just going to say lower than $10 because I don't want to talk about my pay here, it's not enough to warrant living off of. And I make my way. I mean Alec makes plenty to cover both of us, and I mean, not plenty, but enough to at least get by at minimum wage or minimum whatever. But the most important thing here to note is that I do not get paid enough as it is. The problem with that is I may end up having to get a second job, and I don't want to do that for many reasons, one of which being that it's too stressful for me. I personally cannot take the burden of two jobs, especially without a car. I only have a bike. There's not really much I can do with that. And secondly, the fact that, like, I won't be able to do this. I won't be able to do stuff that I'm passionate about. Which leads me into the part that is very important that I would like you guys to do for me, and as best you can. Or if you can't do it, that's totally cool. It doesn't matter to me. Not doesn't matter to me. It definitely matters to me. But the important thing is, please share with your friends. Relog my stuff, or send your friends links, or post it, or whatever you want to do. I know that sounds like I'm trying to get out there and expose, but at this point, I feel like I have a monetization set up, but it's not enough to cover what I need to cover. And by that, I mean I literally just got a cent yesterday, and that's from a monetization of about a month. And I don't think that that's something I can live off of, So there's that option. But the other two things that I want to try and get out there is, number one, my Patreon. I still have a Patreon set up, and I'm gonna try and edit it more to try and get a better grasp of things, because I don't really know how that'll work. But the Patreon is probably the most important thing. If for some strange reason, I happen to get 1,000 subscribers at one point, if even half of those people gave me a single dollar every month, I would literally be able to, I would almost be able to just quit my job and do this for the rest of my life, which, I mean, is something that I wouldn't mind doing. But regardless, my point being is that Patreon is a very good way to get a lot of people donating a small amount and actually make a change in my life. I mean, even $200 or $300 a month would change everything for me. That would make it so much easier on me. The second thing, the very important other thing for me, is I am still adamant about making this card game I've talked about for years now, and the problem is it's stuck in a development, I don't know what the word is, like a rut. We can't do anything with it without testing, without people knowing about it and sharing it. So what I ask you to do is, if any of these things that I've talked about so far are something you want to help me out with, please check the description of this video. I will put links to everything I could possibly throw at you guys. I don't want to stop doing this. I want to continue to do this. I want to continue with my passion of card games and video games. The problem is I don't have anything I could commission or I could do for money that would help me get further into doing this. Like I can't draw, I can't write very well, I can't make games. I mean, I made a card game, but again, that doesn't really work very well because I need to actually kickstart it and blah blah blah. But I really appreciate everything you guys have done for me. I really hope that whoever's watching this can do some sort of change for me or share or anything like that, because this is very important to me, and I don't really want to ask for handouts, but at this point it's either I mention things like this or it just all goes downhill for me. So I hope you guys have a great morning, evening, and night wherever you are watching this, and as always, stay awesome. Later, guys.